Alright, and with the cool introduction of Tiffany, but such shitty movies like Seed of Chucky, and, Bride of Chucky, I didn't grow up with Bride of Chucky, but I still enjoyed Bride of Chucky. We are now into the Nika era, and that's Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. So, let's start with Curse of Chucky. I remember seeing the trailer for this movie, and I was about 12 years old, and I could not believe it. I was so happy that Chucky was coming back, and from the trailers, it looked like it was actually going to be a horror movie and not this crap that we got from Seed of Chucky. I wouldn't stop rewatching that trailer. That trailer was awesome, and I kind of knew already, even that young, that this movie wasn't going to have the best budget, and because it was straight to DVD, straight to Blu-ray, I was a little hesitant because I really wasn't sure what kind of budget we were going to get. But I think Don Mancini did something brilliant, and the whole movie is really set in one location, one beautiful location actually. It's a beautiful house, beautiful little haunted house. And yeah, that was the smartest move. I think it was a simple return to form, a simple horror movie where you don't really need to go too far out. You don't really need to go to all these locations. You just make something cheap. It's really just to grab the attention, get your fans back in such a cheap way. Because obviously, studio isn't going to give you a lot of money after Seed of Chucky. So what are you going to do? You really have to focus on a good horror movie and one amazing character, Nika. Nika's the only character that I really care about. Everybody else is just forgettable, and it's really just used to, give Chucky somebody to kill. But that's okay, because I actually really enjoy Nika. Nika is such a great character. Don Mancini just does such a good job at introducing at least one character, at least one memorable character out of every pretty much timeline. You got Andy, and the whole Andy Barkley era. That, in my opinion, has a ton of memorable characters, but the Tiffany era at least gave us Tiffany, and this Nika era gives us Nika. Besides that, everybody else, forgettable, but I'm not really here for them. I'm here for Chucky and Nika. And yeah, I think Don Mancini did a really good job at creating a horror movie, and he really needed to get his fans back on his side in a cheap way. So the idea of this whole movie pretty much takes place in a haunted house. Really, it's such a beautiful castle, just dark, gothic. This movie is very gothic. It's like Bride of Chucky, but it doesn't really have the comedy of Bride of Chucky. So it's like Bride of Chucky mixed with the original trilogy. And I really enjoy that. It's so simple. It's such an easy, smart way to not waste so much money and get your fans back to root for you. So, as always, Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, he's just killing it. I mean, that guy can do this in his sleep. Anything that comes out of his mouth, it's hilarious. Especially from season 2. Season 2 has been very wacky of Chucky, but Brad Dourif is still killing it. Yeah, that guy's amazing. I've talked about him throughout this entire review series. He's amazing, and nothing changes here. His one-liners are still awesome. And yeah, so we get Nika. She's in a wheelchair, and they do a really good job at making the fact that she's in a wheelchair scary. She can't really run away from Chucky like everybody else could. But there are also times where she wants to confront Chucky, so she's going after him, and we get some good tension in this movie. We get some good tension, and we get some good kills. Other kills, yeah, they're fine. But yeah, it's just such a fun, welcoming return to form for Chucky fans. And while I think this whole movie is solid and it's really good from start to finish, I don't think it's as good as the original 3, in my opinion. It's still not there. There's some nostalgia towards that, but also I just think the 3 movies are better, more fun, and have a better third act. Because I think the third act for the original 3 Chucky movies are just some of the best third acts in all of horror, in my opinion. They're just so fun. So, of course, the third act for here couldn't really be too high budget, so the third act stayed in the same location as all the other acts. But I also really enjoy the lore that we got with Nika, and how Chucky really tells Nika everything from their past and how they knew each other way back then, even though it doesn't really make too much logical sense with what they were building up in the original trilogy. But Don Mancini, he's always kind of just mixed things around and had fun with, you know, the continuity. So I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me too much. I just wish they could have just added a few more sentences, and it would have been such a better explanation to most of this stuff. But gives us fun kills, an amazing scary Chucky who's back, and for the most part the doll design it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the same as the original 3, but it's pretty good. It's fine. A great character in Nika. Forgettable characters besides everybody else. Yeah, besides Nika. Yeah, I don't remember any of their names. And yeah, some fun cameos at the end. Some really fun cameos. I remember seeing this movie for the first time, seeing those cameos. It fucking blew me away. It was fun. It was awesome. It was great to watch. This movie, it's such an easy watch, such a fun watch. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's not gonna be the best in the franchise, but it's just Don Mancini saying, "Hey, I'm sorry about Seed of Chucky. I went way too out of this world. Let me take it way back and give you something simple but solid." So, yeah, I highly recommend watching this one. If you were a fan of the original 3, then I think you'll really enjoy this one. If you're a fan of that weird Seed of Chucky stuff, which you might be the only person in this world, yeah, you should still give this one a shot. Why not? Hopefully, you're also a fan of the original 3. But as always, thanks for watching.